Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're going to be looking into Solana with Elliott wave theory. On this one again, I'm going to be focusing more on this micro area and not the macro. But again, this is going to be offering us some very important ideas for the upcoming altcoin season basically. But for now, before that, we need to be figuring out what happens here. Now this is very common to see at the moment for a lot of altcoins where we've had some kind of move since the December 2022, some kind of move upwards. And to me, we have not yet received a partner leg for it. This means that we have not hit the 0.618 basically as the minimum extension from basically any of the major pivots. So that means to me that we are still looking for some kind of correction in here, and then we are going to be looking for that partner leg up. That is just the basic idea overall. So what we've had here is we took out the highest, we took out the liquidity, pushed the price down, and got back into this previous area of consolidation where we found support, got back up, and moved up in 3 waves of some sort. And now, again, if we want to be turning this into Elliott wave, I think it looks pretty decent having this as 3, this as 3, and what are we missing? Well, some kind of move downwards. Again, what is the target? These lows here. This is where we are currently having a lot of liquidity based on the bullish stop losses, and that is definitely the target for this move downwards. Now, depending on how you want to be viewing this, either we have this as A, B, and then looking for C, where again we would be looking for more lower lows, because again the expectation is that if it is an ABC, we would be coming a bit lower. Because again, this would be a C wave here, so it would mean 5 waves. So this would be a 1, 2, looking for 3, 4, and 5. That is definitely a possibility. Generally, just based on the potential 1, 2 pivots here that we currently have, we could be looking for somewhere around here, $11.5. But again, the main target is still here. We have to be analyzing the charts and see what kind of structure has been formed if we take out these lows of $15.95. Now overall, we have this kind of confluence here as well, 0.618 and the 1.618. So it is definitely possible that we get an extended C wave here and get, if this again turns into an ABC instead of that 5 wave, we have that confluence area here. But overall, what do we have other options? Well, one of them was this, where we have this as an AB. I don't really like this because again, we would have to force a 1, 2, 1, 2 here, where this is already starting to take quite a long time. Of course, this is possible. If you take out these lows here, I don't see that at all likely anymore. And at that point, I'll just remove this count. But for now, this looks decent still. Not the best one, because again, we have a running flat here on wave 2, which generally is not that common, but that's that. Otherwise, it looks decent. The preferred idea that I described previously to you was that we were looking for that ABC structure coming down here. And yeah, that is basically that. Nothing more to it. To me, it looks very decent. Again, could be a WXY as well, at which again we would be targeting a bit lower targets, possibly here around the 1-to-1 area. Might miss the 0.618 here slightly, but again, that is something that we don't know of yet. The idea here locally would be something like this, where we'd be looking for a potential 5-way move here. Again, this is kind of hard to label in. We could be having this as some kind of 1, 2, 1, 2 here, some kind of 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Again, these structures are very large in comparison to these. So again, I don't mind if someone is actually playing this as some kind of ABC here, and then another ABC coming down, and that is completely possible. At that point, I'm not quite sure how you would be labeling this drop in. I've labeled this as a 5th wave because again, it was such a noticeable drop, I guess. And yeah, having this as 3 looks decent. Again, it can't be 5 since we have already taken out the lows, unless we have this as a structure on its own. But at that point, we will need to place this into some kind of structure as well. And well, I guess I can see it here as well, having it like this, and at that point this would be a 3. and that way we could be turning this whole thing into a WXY. Not my favorite on either way, but at this point again we have retraced already the golden pocket here. Again, this Solana is kind of bullish on that sense. If we take out this high here, then I don't really like to enter this at the moment. There's other altcoins that have basically are still staying around here, while Solana has pumped quite a bit higher. There's quite a few ways of labeling this. However, at this point again, we have this highest high on RSI, meaning that if this is done, there's a way to say that this is more corrective structure. We can be labeling it like this or just like this. On both ways, we can be creating three-way structures on these or just like that. But yeah, my bias is still to the downside overall. Whether this structure fails here is kind of just the trade idea, but anything else, I'm just still looking for these lows to be rated. Again, this is happening on multiple altcoins, so Solana is just is just one of them. So take a closer look and scan the market and see what you want to be trading and what setups looks the best. If again, my overall bias is still to the long side, since we have not taken out these, or still not haven't had a partner leg basically for this, but this is still the main idea on my end. Whether this comes down here or here does not matter. I don't think it's going to be taking out the lows or overall, but again, taking the trades one by one and seeing what the charts are saying at that time. But I think that is going to do it for this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed and got something out of it. If you want to get somewhat more of these signals and more ideas and education, check out the Discord and the website. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.